Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Welcome back to Midnight Madness. Time to raise hell on everyone. Dollar Store Doomcock reporting for duty and bringing the madness. No, I'm kidding. I can never be anywhere as full of shit as Doomcock. But anyway, let's talk about that Josh from that nerd den that have no balls. I told you I wouldn't play softball for anyone. I gave him a bunch of warnings. This is the reality of the gray order. The lame order. The lame council. And what we're going to do by bringing the war council right when the high council is in shambles. Because they let the one who shouldn't be named in. Jaredamort. That's why. A faker, flip-flopper, right-wing SJW opportunist. Look what it's done to your movement. Did I warn you? Or did I tell you? I'm a shot caller. And I've been calling it, and I've been getting it right the whole time. I don't tell you things that I necessarily want to tell you either. I tell you like I see it, and it happens. Now let's get back to the topic of this video. Josh, from the den of nerds, the nerd den, said they shouldn't be named. It was a mistake. Hell no. Anyone that calls themselves a menace and identifies themselves as a menace could go force themselves the hell out of here in the most diverse way possible. And I'm gonna give you the reality of this gray order. Because, you know, a gray Jedi doesn't belong to any order. Well, what's happened? They launched a YouTube channel. A member's already gone. And they ignore people. So what is Josh really trying to do? Sell lame gray t-shirts? We have so much behind the scenes. This is his announcement today. We have so much behind the scenes going on. And I'll give you a sneak peek. It's another goddamn t-shirt! Another goddamn t-shirt! Do you see how much shit these YouTubers are full of? Every single time. Follow the t-shirt sales. That's what I'm telling you. Every single time. You could get a t-shirt. Starting with the bullshit Star Wars explained at the beginning. Last week. This is what YouTube BS is all about. I'm not selling you no damn t-shirts. And you name your enemy. And the menace of fandom is a goddamn enemy. And we got on the War Council with the Fandom Alliance, Fandom Menace Slayers, and those that aren't afraid to name the menace that's causing hell in this fandom. So what is Josh? A goddamn opportunist. Walking in when it's safe to. Some people ask, what's a fence sitter? Someone riding the fence, with no balls, by the way, looking at both sides and going when it's safe. And trying to make some money out of it. Selling some gray t-shirts. That's all it's about. And then we'll speak to anybody. It doesn't matter how small you are. They were ignoring me until I had you warriors on Twitter retweet and say, hey, have me on. And then they said, email Josh. So I emailed Josh. And you know what? It went nowhere. And then there was someone on the gray order or the gray council YouTube channel. And you know what? They're a Den of Nerds Patreon supporter. So that's what it is, and that's how probably got started. You know the one guy that's left on the gray Council YouTube channel. He's here. I looked at the Patreon. If you want to find the reality of YouTuber BS, go look at the Patreon perks. So the highest tier of Den of Nerds Patreon is you determine if you're paying like $100 a month or something, you determine a content in a video. So my theory is this speculating mind is one of the Den of Nerds Patreon supporters wanted to start this. So instead of putting it on his own channel, he says, oh, I'll help you and I'll go on your channel. And maybe I could sell some t-shirts out of it. That's what it's all about. And then the typical BS of YouTubers ignoring people. You're a liar saying you want to speak to anyone. And guess what? I'm trying again, and I'm bringing the heat, and I'm calling you on your BS. I'm calling it every which way. I've had enough of this gray order baloney. You want a real revolution? You don't be afraid to... This isn't goddamn Harry Potter. Be afraid to name Jerdamort? He is the biggest menace of them. He's the reason the movement's gone to crap. And that's why JJ's not afraid to mention him. Because notice what he said before it. He said increased negativity. The Fandom Menace, the so-called Fandom Menace. That's absolutely what they are. You can't be so freaking milquetoast and lame that you can't be afraid to name a menace in the fandom. It's the easiest thing. It's the stupidest thing that I still see YouTubers fence sitting on. Quit being scared of your viewers leaving and do something good for the fandom. I've seen so many lame attempts. That's not how you cancel the menace. You name them and you go straight for the weakest link is the highest, the toppest. I've said it many times before, and he proves it every freaking time. We stand together because here's a Menace of Fandom scam to create imaginary SJWs on Twitter so they can have hour-long live streams, camping, squatting for super chats. And Mr. EU Muscles is no different. He's gone to crap too. You all suck. Cancel the menace. I'm back, baby! Ready to raise hell! And I'm not no dollar store doomcock. He ain't got nothing on me. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, that's for this topic. Now let's talk about projects. Since my plans for this weekend have been canceled, I definitely want to stream. I want to have a War Council fan live episode this weekend, probably Sunday. But some viewers have stated they can't make Sunday. So I'm going to try to do a separate stream on Saturday. And then I might even do a collab with B-Level on Friday on my channel. I'm also trying to work out with Peyton Place so we could talk about the Fandom Alliance Network, how it's a great place to grow smaller channels, get some positivity, and you know what? Just say we're not about any menace in any fandom on either side. That's the simplest, basic thing they could do. And you know what? Very few people are willing to say that. But the Fandom Alliance is, and I have some great YouTubers here that are really going all in on this. Snowdub, Chubby Teddy, I'm working on B-Level. And we have our own menace. Angus. Angus is an absolute menace. But he's my pal. And I think he adds to the conversation. So, B-Level. We gotta talk, brother. You gotta get it straight. You gotta realize this is the shit. This is gangster shit. The Grey Order is, like you said yourself, milquetoast, doesn't make sense, and is more concerned about their gray t-shirts, having them up and ready before the Rise of Skywalker. I'll see you in another video.